Hey, what's up guys? Sean here. So as you can see, we are at the historic Silver Spring State Park here in Ocala, Florida. This is not the adventure that we had planned, but that kind of fell through at the last minute, so we decided to come here. And so we're going to get these kayaks unloaded real quick, and we brought two vehicles so we could kind of drop one at the other end, and that way we wouldn't have to kind of wait on the shuttle service here. We can kind of do it as we want to. So let's get this stuff unloaded and get in the water. Alright, now we're unloaded. We just need for everybody to get out of the way so we can go take this vehicle to the other end, and then we can come back and get in the water. Now there is a service here where you can actually rent kayaks and canoes, and I don't know the prices right offhand. I'll try to get a picture of the sign. But there's also a shuttle service where you can bring your own kayak or use theirs and shuttle you back and forth, you know, for a price. But it's not a bad deal. But we decided today that we wanted to do it this way because we're not under a time constraint then, because they kind of want you in and out at a certain time, and we didn't want to deal with that today. So hopefully these people will move pretty soon, and then we can get this show on the road. All right, so we got the boats staged over here in the staging area. Now we're going to go down here real quick and make our payment, and then we got to go get out of the line and get our other vehicle dropped off. So we just got done paying up there. Pretty simple. What was your, what did it cost?
It's $4 to launch and $2. I don't know. It was 12 total.
Okay.
But there's like a $2 and a $4.
Okay, yeah. So it's
admission and then $4 to launch.
Yeah, that's what it is. $2 for admission, and then it's $4 to launch. Now, the like I said, they do have a shuttle service down here, and you can rent kayaks down here. But I'll leave that up to you to figure out the pricing on that. But I'll put a link in the description below, so you can actually contact these guys if you need to rent a kayak or get a shuttle. All right, so we are headed over now to Ray Wayside Park, and that's where you're going to end up coming out at the end of your trip along the Silver River if you're paddling. So we're heading over to Ray Wayside Park right now to drop the vehicle off, and then we're heading back to get this adventure started. Well, we're in line. It's about time for us to get put in the water. I'm already sweating, so I'm ready for this. Should be a beautiful day. Alright guys, we're on the water. Boy, it's beautiful out here. Now it can get very, very busy down here, but right now it's not too bad. The last time Sarah and I came down here to check it out the first time, it was pretty packed. Right, yeah, let's make a right here and go. So to give you a little history on this place, back in the 1930s, from the 30s to the 50s, the old Tarzan shows or movies were actually filmed out here. And if you look in some of these areas, I'll try to find them for you, there are still remnants from where they filmed the Tarzan movies, and that's really neat. And this is the Silver River is where we're at. So the Silver River and Silver Spring State Park here in Ocala, Florida. This water is so clear. The last time Sarah and I came, we saw some alligators and some huge fish, and hoping we could see some manatees, but maybe not. That's kind of a hit or miss thing here, I believe. What we may see though, that we saw last time, is the monkeys. There are wild monkeys on one of the stretches through here, so pretty awesome. Look how clear this water is. Oh, was there a manatee? Awesome. So there you go. We have a positive sighting of a manatee. Hopefully we'll be able to see him. I'm absolutely loving this little DIY camera mount that I made. Super simple to use. If you follow me on Instagram or on our Facebook page, you'll already know about it. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram or Facebook, go over there and check them out. I am super excited. this camera mount that I built is working just like I wanted it to. Now, we'll have to look at the footage later and see if the footage comes out the way I hope it is. But as it goes right now, the camera mount is working exactly like I wanted it to. Cost maybe 15 bucks to make. Can't hardly beat that. This place is very prehistoric looking. Sarah was saying earlier that it's very reminiscent of Jurassic Park. We just watched the movies the other day, and it is very reminiscent of like Jurassic Park or something like that. Gives you sort of a Amazon jungle feel coming down through here. Do you see that spot over there on the other side? I wonder if we can get through there. We may be able to go around on the other end there. Oh, that might be part of the old Tarzan movies. Got the trading post up there. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but some of this could be from the old rides that they had here back in the day. And but some of these buildings may be from the Tarzan movies. I really don't know how to distinguish which are which, so just assume some are from the rides and some are from the movies. Look at this bird. All right, buddy. I'm not gonna mess with you. A gentleman just came by and said that right up here on the corner is a couple of alligators, so we're gonna see if we can see them. If you look right there, is an alligator. Very, very camouflaged. Yeah, he's pretty good size. There's a, the guy said there's another one around here somewhere, but I don't see him yet.
He's already sunk back in the water a little bit.
Yeah, they don't stay up long. So I just met some people down here. We were showing them the little gator, and I couldn't get my stickers out to send them or to give them a sticker. So Tristan, send me your information on Facebook and I will send you some stickers, buddy. Hope you guys had a great day out here. So another interesting historical fact. This place was opened, I think 1918 is when this place was opened up, if I'm not mistaken, 1918. And they started the glass bottom boat rides up here, and we're gonna go up here and I'll show you. And they used to have a like a mermaid show, I think, underwater, and you could go over with the glass bottom boats and see them down there. And if I'm not mistaken, there's still some statues down there underwater. They were in the James Bond movie? Okay. I'm not a huge James Bond fan, so I don't really know. But we'll go up here and see if we can't see them, and then make our way down the river. That's the nice thing about us bringing 2 vehicles and having our own boats here is we're not under any time constraints. We just got to make our way back out by 7 when that Ray Wayside Park closes. So literally costs $12 to launch our boats here, and we can spend all day here paddling around and hanging around. Yeah, and then we can actually go up into the park if we want to this afternoon. Now, Silver Springs used to have a lot more attractions. They had, I think it was like the Jungle River Cruise or something, where you could ride the boat around here, and then they had like a Jeep Safari thing, but all that got closed down, and now you can still do the glass bottom boats. And I don't know what they have up in the park. I haven't been in there in years, but they also used to have a lot of huge concerts down here, but I don't think they do that anymore either, unfortunately. Yep. It's a big sunken boat. Look at all those turtles. Look at the size of that alligator. See? There's a big alligator right up there. All these turtles don't have a care in the world. The alligator's just chilling. He ain't got a care in the world. I hate to say it, but those clouds are getting gray. You see them? Well, worst comes to worst, we're already wet, or getting wet. So just passed a guy, and he said that up here on the left, as we come out into the main channel, there's a bunch of monkeys. He said about 10 of them, and then they also just saw a manatee in the river up here. So fingers crossed we may get to see one. I hope so. This water is so clear. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right up there, there's a monkey in that tree. I'll try to zoom in on it and let you see it, but you can see them moving around in the tops up there. You see them right up there?
I've seen branches in them, but I haven't really been able to see
There's some jumping back and forth over there too.
Yeah, like I keep seeing the branches, but yeah, there's something right there.
See right up there in that tree?
Yeah. But it looks kind of not like when we saw them last time.
Last time we were here, on another section of the river down there, we saw the monkeys, and there was a ton of them, and they were just like wrestling and fighting and stuff. It was really neat. I don't know if I can get you any video because the sun is directly behind these guys, but I'll see if I can get you under them. There's one right there. That's a little one, little bitty one. Yep, there's the baby. They're all jumping in the trees over there. It's pretty neat to be able to just paddle up somewhere like this and have an encounter like this. Now, something you need to be very careful of is if you do this, you got to stay away from the monkeys though, because they do actually carry diseases like herpes, and they have been known to bite people. Up here is where they have the glass bottom boats you can get in and take the tour, and it's the spring area up here where they used to do the underwater shows and stuff. So we'll get up here a little closer and see what we can see. Even though this is a action camera, I'm not going to stick it underwater because I don't want to take a chance of getting it messed up. I'm going to get a camera just for that reason here coming up. So we're up here in the little spring area now, and there's gift shops, and this boat's going to come out. And you gotta make sure you don't get in the way of these boats when you're in here paddling. But it's pretty neat. This place, before it got so built up in here, it was an area you could come in here and swim, and you can no longer swim in here now, but you used to be able to swim in here, and you could actually park your vehicle right along the edges, and it's really, really neat, you know. And of course, like anything else, we come in to make it nicer, and then we end up ruining it. So I'm not 100% certain, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's roughly 5.5 miles paddle from where you put in to where you're supposed to get out up here. So that's not too bad. It does take roughly 3.5, 4 hours, depending on how hard you're paddling and messing around. Me and Sarah's been messing around quite a bit. But we got in the water about 11 and just kind of leisurely taking our time around here.
Now there is a way to kill this cricket.
Another gator right there. Not real big, but is a gator nonetheless. Those turtles don't have a care in the world. Now they do allow boats to come up and down this river, but they have to try to keep a no wake through here. And most of them do a pretty good job of it. Some of them are kind of dinks about it, but for the most part, everybody's pretty good about it. That little baby gator up there, still all striped out. So it looks like right up here there's a manatee. Yeah. I'm hoping I can get you guys to be able to see that. I don't want to bother her. I assume her. See her coming up out right there? There she is. All right, man, that's awesome. You see her right there. For somebody who never gets to see any wildlife or catch it on camera, I think we're batting 1,000 today. This has been a very, very cool trip. And we're still only a little ways into the paddle. We've kind of paddled around so much. It is so awesome though.
See a manatee last time.
No, we didn't see a manatee last time, so. How cool was that? That was so cool, and she was just chilling, just laying there. Luckily, Sarah's case for her phone was waterproof enough that she could do it. I tried a couple of videos on mine, and I was getting water inside the case, so I've got to get another one of those. But I can't tell you how cool that was. That was so awesome. Again, like I said, man, if you ever get a chance, you need to come down here and paddle this river. There is so much wildlife to see. There's that other manatee. Nice thing is this the river's flowing so good through here that it takes minimal effort to paddle it. Every now and then you can just dip your paddle in the water and give it a little push and straighten yourself out, and you're moving right along. So it's actually been a really leisurely paddle today. We have some people behind us that are a little loud and obnoxious, but it happens. It happens. Don't fall out here, mother. Okay, that's bad news. Come on, get out of here. Woo! Wow, that was pretty stressful. I don't know if I got any of them on video there, but right there by that big floating grass mat, where the current pushes you up into that grass mat, there was a bunch of little babies about that big. Just big enough, you know, mama's right there somewhere. That was pretty stressful. Those, you know, mama gators are very protective of their nest sites. And those little baby gators, they were like 6-8 inches long. I mean, they were just tiny little things. And that got pretty stressful for a second there. It was like I couldn't get off of it. No matter how I paddled, I couldn't get away from it. No, yeah, that's right. It's a catch-22. You don't want to stay there for sure, but you don't want to stir them up with the paddle either and get mama ticked off. So, whew. Crisis averted. Well, Sarah and I found us a calm little spot in the river here, backed up in the trees just a little bit to have us a little bit of lunch and chill out and relax for a few minutes. Well, that was a good little lunch, but I think it's time for us to get back on the water. Yeah, Sarah found this little spot as we were paddling along there, and it was just outside the current. We'd back up in those trees there. Boats could come by and everything, and it really wasn't messing with us. So it was a really nice, peaceful little place to sit and eat a sandwich and some beef jerky and just relax for a little while. And an oatmeal cream pie. Just past the 4.1 mile marker sign, so we're getting close to being towards the end of this trip, and it's been a beautiful paddle. Really nice. We've seen a lot of animals that we don't normally see, so that's been pretty awesome. I think the idea is that we may try to go back up and look in the gift shop and stuff when we get done here. Not 100% sure yet. We're gonna see. Well, looks like we made it back. We're in line at the boat ramp here to take our kayaks out, and then we'll get these things loaded up, and then try to make our way over to the gift shop, I think, back in the park if we got time. All right, so as you can see, we got it all loaded up and we are back at the park here, and we're gonna go ahead and walk inside here and try to see a couple things and maybe take a look at the gift shop. So all right guys, so we had a really good time today. Unfortunately the park was kind of a dud because the shops were all closed, but if you're looking for a hike, there's a ton of different trails here that you can hike around on. It's really a beautiful area. It's a shame that so many of the things that I grew up with are gone. It was really a neat place back in the day, but you know, times change. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.